Welcome to Hildestone College's quick lesson series where our teachers give you some English language tips.
Hello, welcome back to Quick Lessons. Today I've got 3 example sentences for you to look at first. When I was a child, I would spend hours climbing trees. I used to have short hair, but now it's long. And I used to do a lot of sport, but I am quite lazy now. Now, which of those sentences refers to A, a past habit that you no longer have, which is used to describe a past state, so not an action, but a state, and which sentence is about a repeated action in the past? Have a think about it, stop the recording if you need to, and then we'll go through them. Okay, well, a past habit that I no longer have, sadly, is doing a lot of sport. I used to do a lot of weightlifting and climbing, and now I hardly do anything. The sentence which describes a past state is the one about my hair. My hair used to be short, but now it's long. I used to have short hair. And the repeated action in the past is the one about the trees. When I was a child, I would spend hours climbing trees. I don't do that now, but I used to when I was a child. And there, in those cases, we can use would. I'll explain the difference in a moment. Okay, so for the past habits you no longer have, so the example I gave you was, I used to do a lot of sport. We use used to talk about habits that are different today compared with the past. So we might have given something up, but equally we might actually have introduced a new habit. So you have to think about where your negatives are, basically. I could also say, I used to smoke, but I gave up 5 years ago. That's a habit that I've stopped. Equally though, we can say, she didn't used to drink coffee, but now she does. So in the past, her habit was to not do something, but now she does. Now with this one, it's a negative. Notice that we say she didn't use to drink. It's used to in the positive, but didn't use to drink, because the past is shown by the didn't. Now when you're speaking, that's not very noticeable, but it is important when you're writing that you remember to write it correctly. And that will also be the case in questions. Look at the last example. Did you used to lie to your parents as a child? I did occasionally, and I bet you did too. But there again, we've got did. That shows the past tense. So we use use, not used after it. Did you used to lie to your parents as a child? Now, because use is followed by to, it is hard to hear when you're speaking. So really just concentrate on it when you're writing. Don't worry about how it sounds, because it'll be fine. Okay, the past states then. I used to have short hair. I used to be indecisive, but, well, I think I'm okay now. Well, maybe sometimes I'm still, yeah, I do sometimes find it hard. You see where I'm going with this. Okay, and the final one, he's not as mad as he used to be. Now, it's really important that you don't use would like this. We've seen that we can use would to talk about past actions. You cannot use would to talk about past states and it sound right. Okay, so avoid that. And finally, our last one, our repeated actions in the past. As I just said, we never use this form to describe states. I would spend hours climbing trees. My mother would tell me off for being untidy. He would say he would phone and then not call me. So there you can see these are things which happened often in the past but don't happen now. And in these sentences we can use used to if we want to. I used to spend hours climbing trees. My mother used to tell me off for being untidy. He used to say he would phone and then not call. That's fine, okay? What you can't do is use would for the state, so the ones on the previous slide. Okay, so work hard. Have a good look through the examples. Try to use some of these forms when you're speaking and writing about the past, and you'll impress whoever's listening or reading you. Okay, see you again soon. Bye.
Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please click on the like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and click the bell icon so that you don't miss the next video. That's it for this lesson. Until next time, goodbye.